Hi guys, this is Josh Bernethi with Revolutionary Beard Company. It's been a few months since I've shaved it completely off. I didn't do a bi-weekly update last time because you wouldn't have seen much growth, but now it's been a few months and again I haven't trimmed anything, it's just been growing. I went and got my hair cut because it's time to trim. Now what you want to do is get your barber to fade your hair to your sideburns, because if not, you're just going to have a lot of hair right here and then a nice shaved haircut, which is going to look kind of weird. So once that is done, then you're able to trim your beard correctly. The barber I went to is Taylor Houghton out there at the Blend in Longview, Texas. He did a fantastic job for me. Usually he does my straight lines for me, but due to the video, I will show you how to do this. First thing you're going to need is an electric razor. So if you can see how my hair is growing, and here's my sideburn, and it goes all the way down to here. Well, you see this little open area right here. Some people might have hair right here. Well, I don't. So there's a few different ways to trim it. Last time, the way I trimmed it is I went down and did the square look. So I went straight down and went straight down here to the bottom of this open area in my face where there's no hair growing. But this time I'm going to do a little different approach and just make a little straight line right here. So you take your electric razor and take off from the top and go down, because if you go from the bottom up, you might end up taking off too much and regret it. Alright, now that this side is done, I like the way it's cut. It's nice and straight. It looks smooth. I'm going to go ahead and do this side as well. And what you want to do is keep it the same length. You don't want to go too far down and have it lopsided, which would be kind of, it's an easy fix, but don't just keep cutting and cutting and cutting, because that's where people mess up. If you just keep cutting and cutting, you're eventually going to get too low and cut the whole thing off. So take baby steps. Like I said, come from the top and work slowly. Stop and check. Okay, this one's still a little bit higher. Stop and check. It looks about right. There's still just a couple of stragglers I'm going to get. That looks about even. So now that that's done, the second step on trimming your beard now is, if you look underneath, I haven't done anything to it. I haven't trimmed up or anything. So I'm going to get my comb and I'm just going to kind of brush out my beard. Brush it all the way out. Now some people have a lot of tricks. They have a 2-finger rule above the Adam's apple. Some people don't even trim. It all depends on how your beard grows, because some people's beard starts way down here. Some people's beard starts right here and here and here, or up here. So what I suggest is, it depends on you. If you cut up way up here, you're going to lose that thickness of that beard that you're going to want later on. So I'm not going to trim anything up here. The 2-finger rule is not going to apply to me, because it would cut too much off for my liking. So what I'm going to do is, there's some stragglers right here, and I'm just going to clean that up just a little bit. Follow my neckline. And then you see this really thin area. All I'm going to do is try to keep a straight line going across. And remember, you don't want to take off a lot at a time. You just want to barely go up with it at a time. And there. Now it's all cleaned up down in here. There's, if I went up too much more, it'd just take off the thickness of my beard, and that's not what you want to do, because when it gets longer, it's just going to look really thin and you're not going to like it. Now you can also come over here and look, kind of pull this back and see. Right now it's not terrible. I mean, there's nothing that's really just bugging me out of the ordinary. I mean, there's some stragglers right here that I could get. You just kind of take your comb, pull your beard out of the way, and get those ones that are not even really connected to the beard. And if you see, it looks like I'm not really cutting anything off, but I am. I'm barely going up, and that's the point. You want to barely do it at a time. Take your time doing this, because you can screw it up really fast. And that's when people end up shaving off their entire beard. So now I comb it back down. And then when you comb it all the way down from this, now you can see more hair and it doesn't look even. Well, that's fine, because that's not the part I was cutting. This part is actually up in here. So when I comb my beard back out, you're not really going to see it, and it's going to look nice and thick. See how now it's cleaned up underneath? Alright, the next step on doing this is you take your beard oil. This is my Recover beard oil from Revolutionary Beard Company. Just apply it like normal. Go up through the hair first to get it down to your skin. Massage it in your skin to help get your natural oils from your skin come out, because that'll also help your hair grow. And then you come back down and brush it back down and get it all through your hair. Now what you do, you just take your boar brush and you comb it down. And then you comb it, brush it back out to get that nice thickness to it for this length of a beard. And then you need your hair trimmers, your hair clippers, your scissors. And they have to be hair scissors. It can't be paper scissors. It's two different things, okay? Now what you're doing is, now that your hair is completely down and you got your oil in there, now you can see the parts that are sticking out and looks kind of nasty. You can kind of see if you can brush it back down or not, but if they keep just popping back out, you need to take a closer look at them through the mirror, and you only want to take off about 1/8 inch at a time. Again, if you take off too much, you're going to end up messing up your beard, because then you're going to have to try to even it out, and it just gets too tedious, and then you'll get tired of it and just shave it off because you think you look funny. So if you got these little stragglers right here that are bothering your ear, you try to push it back down. If it's not going, remember, you just take a little 1/8 inch at a time. You don't try to take a lot of hair off. And you really don't want to try to do one piece of hair at a time, maybe two. You don't want to get a clump out here, because you're not a barber and you can't see your angle this way. So that's why you do it a little bit at a time, so you don't mess it up. And there you have it. This is the 3rd month update. That's how you trim your beard. Again, you need to get it professionally done by a barber at first to get your hair cut. And this is anytime you get a haircut. If you have a haircut with a beard, you always want to fade it down in here if you're getting a fade up here. Now, if you have longer hair and it covers up your beard hair, that's fine. If that doesn't bother your ears or whatnot, that's fine. You can do that too. But if you have a fade in your hair, you have to also get into fade it down into your sideburns, because if not, again, it's going to look silly. So have him fade it, and then you can either do the straight look, or the other time I did it, I took my razor again and I went down to and followed my jawline and did a square. And it's really up to you how you want to shape your beard to your face. And that's the fun of it. You can try it one way. If you don't like it, guess what? It can grow back. So again, the key points: don't take off a lot at a time. That's where you're going to mess up. Only take off a little bit at a time. And don't get frustrated. Take your time on your beard, because the beard, it's part of your body. People are going to see it. You want to take your time on it. If you have any questions, comment below, and have a good day.